Hey guys, how's it going? It's Bill Moore. Do you love your salsa? Well, I sure do. You know, my channel mainly features hot sauces, which I happen to love, but I really enjoy reviewing all different types of hot and spicy products, and including salsas. Now, I've been known to open a jar of salsa and finish the whole jar in one sitting. I just love the stuff so much, and I've got a really good one for you guys today. This is from Rick's Small Batch Recipe Salsa. Now, just check out that awesome label, and we'll talk about that more here in a minute. This is from the man, the mustache, the legend, Mr. Rick McCants. Now, he is located in Carrollton, Texas, just located just north of the Dallas area, just a few miles, I believe. Now, he sent me the medium one, and we're also going to be reviewing the hot version on this same review. Awesome looking labels on here. Now these were sent to me from Rick McCants and his son Dustin. There they are right there. Now Rick was telling me that Dustin, his son, is the outside of the jar because Dustin is responsible for this awesome logo, the branding, and the marketing. So just an awesome job that you've done with this, Dustin. And of course, Rick is inside the jar because this is his recipe. This is his salsa. So let's get into this. Really excited about sharing this with you because I'll go ahead and say it. This is some really good stuff. But I'm going to read, they have the story right here. Once again, there's a picture of him way back, I guess, a few years ago, of course. But it says here on the website, back in 1998, Rick stood over a cutting board in his Dallas kitchen. After hours of pensive mustache twirling, lightning struck and the recipe for this remarkable salsa was formulated. Since then, we've been small batching these babies for our folks to enjoy. We hope y'all do too. Rick. And it goes on to say Rick's small batch salsa was created over 10 years ago in our family kitchen and was served for the first time out of the last remaining Tupperware bowl that miraculously survived our move from West Texas to the Big D that summer of 1985. After years of punching the time clock only to dream of being able to share our salsa with you, the local foodie and salsa connoisseur Rick's Small Batch Salsa is finally on the scene. From our family to yours, thank you. All right. So, Dustin, great job in getting your dad going with this salsa. That is just awesome. Let me go ahead and read the ingredients on this, then we'll talk about it. Ingredients are basically the same for the medium and the hot, except the hot adds serrano peppers. But let me go ahead and read the ingredients on the medium. We start off with tomatoes, and then we have onions, jalapeno peppers, cilantro, seasoning. Now, Rick is using a seasoning which is a blend of salt, sugar, dehydrated garlic, spices, dehydrated onion, and soybean oil. Then we have water, distilled vinegar, spice, garlic, salt, sugar, and onion powder. Now the sodium on this is very, very low for a salsa. For a 2 tablespoon serving, I end up eating a whole lot more than that. It's only 210 milligrams. So really that is very low for a salsa. Now, you know, one of the things that I really look for when I'm reviewing a salsa is the texture, the consistency is really, really important. The flavor, of course, is important, and the color is important. Now, let me kind of show you what this looks like here, and then I'm going to take it out of the bottle for you guys here in a minute, but I think I better do that. I really enjoy the consistency or the look of the consistency on this one. Now, the aroma, another thing that's kind of important to me is the aroma. What do you get? And what I'm smelling from this is just fresh, bright, clean. It just really smells fresh. And the looks of this, guys, this is another thing I really love about this salsa is everything is really uniform. Now, it's not a real chunky salsa, or in other words, real fat chunks. It's not a real thick salsa. It just seems to have really the perfect consistency. Now this really reminds me of something that you would see in a Mexican restaurant, which I mean that in a good way, as far as looking authentic. Everything, you look at this, you can see the cilantro, you can see the bits of onions and tomatoes and peppers in here. Everything is just so uniformly cut up. I think I'll go ahead and put some in a bowl here. That way maybe you can see it a little bit better. So let me do that. Here we go. So just a really nice looking consistency on this, wouldn't you say? All right, well, let's go ahead and check this out. I'm just going to do a spoonful. I don't think it's necessary to, I like to taste something straight up on a spoon first. And of course, you know, you enjoy salsa on chips, of course. Here we go. Now, one thing I noticed about this salsa right off the bat is that, once again, just like the aroma, it's fresh, it's clean, it's bright. I think one of the secrets to a good salsa is to find a good balance between sweet, sour, hot, and salt. And Rick's salsa is just a really nice balance of everything. You can taste everything. You can taste the fresh tomatoes. You can taste the onions. You can taste the jalapenos. You can taste the cilantro. And the seasoning is just perfect. It's not too sweet. It's got a really nice seasoning to it. It is definitely not too salty. Some salsas come across as being a little bit too salty. Some come across as being a little bit too sweet. Sometimes they're too vinegary. Sometimes they're too strong in cilantro, but this really does have a nice balance of all of those flavors. Just really, really good. So let's talk about the hot one here for a minute. Same ingredients, except they include, after jalapeno peppers and onions, then we have serrano peppers. So serrano peppers is inserted right there after onions, and then the cilantro and the seasonings and all the other same ingredients. Same basic aroma, same fantastic consistency. Once again, look at that, just really, really nice. Once again, I'm impressed by this consistency. You know, this does not compare to a store brand salsa. I mean, this is in a whole nother league, you know, with a store brand, store-bought salsa is what I'm trying to say. A lot of times those are just so much thick with a sticky tomato puree, kind of a chemical taste to them with the preservatives. This is just, once again, clean, fresh, bright, perfect amount of acidity, perfect amount of sweetness, perfect amount of salt. Now on the hot one, let me go ahead and do a spoonful for you. This stuff is so good. A hot one definitely has just a notch up kick of heat coming from the serrano peppers. Now the serranos are a lot hotter than a jalapeno, so you definitely kicked it up a little bit. But these are just wonderful salsas, fantastic salsas. Once again, the consistency is really nice. The flavor is really nice. The color is just awesome. A nice bright red color. And just the way it is cut, everything is just uniform. So this is a real winner, guys. Let me show you a couple of pictures of what I did. Now, of course, yeah, you can put these on chips. No sense showing you pictures of this on chips. Let me show you a couple of other creative ways that I like to use salsas. You can cook with salsas, but one of my favorite ways is to use them on breakfast. Now, first picture here is some huevos rancheros grande, which is my version, which of course I fried up or warmed up some corn tortillas. Then I had some home fried potatoes, I had sausage, I had onions, and I put that on there, and then layered it with the salsa, and then had 2 crispy fried sunny side up eggs on top of that, and just went to town. It was just amazing, really, really good. And then the other time I used this on a grilled chicken and black bean omelet with cheese, onions, and cilantro, and it was just amazing, really, really good. So on flavor on these, I'm giving these a strong 9 out of 10 for flavor. Awesome job, Rick, really great stuff. Both 9 out of 10 for both the medium and the hot. I think I would give on heat, I think I would give the medium a 2 out of 10. My tolerance is pretty high, but I got to keep to my 1 to 10 scale on how I rate products. 2 out of 10 for heat on the medium, 3 out of 10 for heat on the hot. Now, Rick, I would love to see you and Dustin come up with maybe some limited edition ghost pepper or maybe habanero salsas, ghost pepper salsas, and then let's go for some super hots. Do some scorpion or something like that. That would just be incredible. So think about that. I think that would really be awesome. But great job on these, Dustin and Rick. Really, really appreciate you sending them to me. Everybody check this company out, guys. Give them a like on Facebook. You can find them at Rick's Salsa, and the website simply is rickssalsa.com. So check it out. He has half case prices there and full case prices, but contact him by email, and he can work out something if you're not looking to purchase that much. But thanks so much, Rick, once again. I appreciate it. Everybody, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for lots more. And until the next time, make sure you enjoy the burn. We'll see you guys later.